A few days after a Pakistani flight attendant from Pakistan International Airlines, PIA, vanished in Canada while on duty, another flight attendant from Pakistan vanished after his aircraft touched down in Toronto. Jibran Baloch, a PIA flight steward, completed his work on aircraft PK 782, but did not show up for work on the return leg. It wasn't until the PIA personnel searched his hotel room that they discovered Mr. Jibran had escaped. Following the disappearance of flight hostess Mariam Raza in Toronto, this is the second incident in a week with a Pakistani member of the cabin crew going missing in a Canadian city. On the return trip to Karachi, a member of the PIA crew failed to report for duty. She left a message saying, "Thank you, PIA," in her room, along with her PIA outfit, when the investigators began searching her hotel room. Citizenship is being linked to the disappearances. Following Miss Raza, authorities linked this pattern to the permissive provisions of Canadian law, which permit asylum claims to be made after arrival in the nation. You can ask for asylum when you arrive in Canada at the airport, according to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees' official website. You can apply for asylum in Canada if you are fleeing your country because you fear persecution or a risk to your life, the official website continued. You will be granted refugee status and the ability to remain if you are granted asylum. You must be physically present in Canada or be attempting to enter the nation at an entry point in order to file an asylum application. Subsequent to Mr. Jibran's disappearance, a PI spokesman declared that efforts to prevent similar events have proven to be abortive. The government has already tried requesting that the flight crew turn in their passports to them in an effort to put an end to these kinds of instances, but it hasn't worked out. A representative for the airline stated that Ms. Raza's case was the second of its kind this year. 3 PIA flight attendants have been reported as vanishing after arriving in Canada, according to Mr. Baloch's case. According to the PIA, 4 PIA stewards and flight hostesses snuck away after landing in Canada last year. 4 of the PIA crew members absconded within the nation in 2022. Mariam Raza is the most recent flight attendant to go missing in Canada. It's interesting to note that this is 2024's second such absence. Faiza Mukhtar, a different flight attendant who had been to Canada, vanished and failed to show up for her journey back to Karachi in January. Additionally, according to the Dawn story, at least 7 PIA flight attendants are reported to have vanished after arriving in Canada in 2023. The acute job crisis and weak economy of the Islamic Republic have been blamed for the flight attendants' abrupt desertion. Pakistan, which depends on IMF assistance to survive, had a record brain drain in 2023. Skilled professionals have been leaving Pakistan in droves, fearing for their future. In addition, the crew members' poor pay and persistent anxiety about the airline's future are driving them to flee after arriving in Canada. It is common for citizens to travel abroad in search of better opportunities, and the flight attendants, well, they get to go for free. It's important to note that Pakistan is experiencing record-high inflation as a result of political unrest and a faltering economy. Another PIA flight attendant, Faiza Mukhtar, disappeared in January 2024 under similar circumstances, just 1 month earlier. Faiza was supposed to return to Karachi after arriving in Canada. However, she did not board her flight, going missing as PA Vanish Canada Secret. PA spokesperson Abdullah Hafiz Khan verified Faiza's case. These occurrences exacerbate PIA's problems, which already include issues with finances and trustworthiness. There have been previous cases of PIA crew members requesting asylum in Canada following the disappearance of Mariam and Faiza. According to aviation news sources like Simple Flying, this trend began in 2018 and has been progressively gaining traction. The aforementioned incidents have illuminated wider PIA Vanish Canada Secret concerns facing Pakistan, such as a notable exodus of highly qualified individuals who are seeking chances outside in the face of unstable political and economic environments. The changing terrain denotes a break from the past perception of PIA and illustrates more significant changes in Pakistan's socioeconomic structure. The trend of flight attendants applying for asylum highlights larger issues of migration and opportunity as the country faces its difficulties. After arriving in Canada, PIA crew members have been known to vanish Canada secret, which begs serious issues about the airline's operations, immigration laws, and the socio-economic environment in which these incidents take place. It also emphasizes the difficulties involved in international migration and the attraction of fleeing to nations thought to provide more security and opportunity. PIA faces a variety of difficulties. Over time, operational inefficiencies, financial mismanagement, and a damaged reputation have all contributed to the airline's declining credibility. These worries are only heightened by the latest round of disappearances, which makes people wonder if both PIA employees and passengers are safe and secure. The PIA Vanish Canada secret pattern of flight attendants going abroad to apply for asylum is a reflection of Pakistan's larger socio-economic conditions. Many talented people have left their home countries in search of better prospects abroad due to political unrest, economic instability, and a lack of career progression opportunities. It seems logical that those who are fed up with the political and economic status quo in Pakistan would find themselves drawn to nations like Canada, which offer both. But making the choice to apply for asylum is not without its difficulties and unknowns. Mariam and Faiza, two PIA crew members, saw it as a last-ditch attempt to escape the limitations and uncertainty of their native country and embark on a better future. However, it also means stepping out into the unknown in pursuit of a fresh start, leaving behind loved ones, friends, and comfortable surroundings. Vanish Canada Secret PIA. The disappearance of PIA crew members in Canada has wider ramifications for international migration policy and the airline industry. It emphasizes how important it is for airlines to have more control and accountability in order to protect passenger safety and worker welfare. It also emphasizes how critical it is to address the underlying factors that contribute to migration, such as social injustice, political unrest, and economic inequality. In Pakistan's case, overcoming these obstacles calls for coordinated initiatives to advance economic growth, bolster democratic institutions, and cultivate an inclusive and tolerant society. In order to guarantee the lawful and compassionate management of migratory flows, it also calls for more collaboration between sending and receiving nations. The occurrence of PIA crew members applying for asylum in Canada is ultimately a symptom of more serious structural problems in Pakistan and the international community as a whole. The airline declared last year that it would be enforcing more stringent procedures to monitor its staff members on flights to Europe and Canada, presumably based on the idea that younger individuals could be more likely to stray. It established an age restriction for flight attendants on some routes, requiring them to be 50 or older. Additionally, it is anticipated that during layovers, staff members will need to check in more frequently and communicate more effectively. Pakistan International Airlines has experienced some difficulties lately. It was allegedly unable to pay its staff in August of last year, and because of unpaid debts, it was also forced to ground multiple aircraft and stop some routes. This occurred in the same month that workers declared a 2-hour token strike in protest of the airline's ambitions to be privatized and the lack of pay raises. That's all for today. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications. Also, express your valuable thoughts in the comment section below. Until then, bye. Also, spend some time watching other videos on the channel.